What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and today we're going to be talking about something that I think some of y'all will find boring, but I think's really cool. Apparently, up in the International Space Station, they're growing food now, and we're going to talk about it. Let's go, baby. Nice rack and her ass Brazilian. Just turned 21, but my bank's a million. So I think we all know that space travel is coming, right? Elon, Jeff Bezos, all the billionaires have decided that, they want to own a planet out there. That being said, one thing that people have always said is like surviving in space is really difficult. You have to have food. You have to find all that stuff. So when I found out they're just growing food on the space station now, my inner Star Wars fan got hyped, alright? NASA astronauts harvest green chili on the ISS and make space tacos. The space station crew finally got to chow down on a spicy space-grown treat. The future is now, dude. Are you kidding me? Obviously I'm a little bit older than I used to be now, but I remember people being like, there's no way anyone will live on another planet. And now we're growing food in space, dude. The future is now. I think, growing up, I just liked way too many sci-fi games. Halo, I really like the Star Wars franchise, all that stuff. So anytime I see something about, space, the final frontier, I start just getting mad excited. I know that was Star Trek. Something about the idea of, the most inhospitable place humans can imagine, some desolate cold vacuum that's basically designed to just kill you. Growing green chili is amusing. Yeah, that's right, baby. Space might be a vacuum meant to kill us, but somehow humans, the stupid people with thumbs, built this giant vacuum in space that keeps our air in. I know it's not a vacuum. We built the space station and now we're growing stuff in it. Human ingenuity is dope, dude. Take fajita beef, add rehydrated tomatoes and artichoke, put it in our tortilla, top it with some hatch chili you spent months growing, and now do all of it in orbit around the Earth in the International Space Station, and that's the recipe for space tacos. Astronauts on the ISS indulged in a special treat after harvesting peppers that had been grown on the ISS since July. The plants are from New Mex, which is improved seeds, a hybrid hatch chili. Hatch refers to a town and region in New Mexico known for its peppers. All right, cool. I don't really need the science lesson about green peppers. They could have literally grown anything, and I would have thought it was cool, I don't really need a history lesson on the green pepper. If it was a Brussels sprout, I would think it was equally dope. I just love how fast space technology is starting to advance, dude. I also love how they told you how to make a taco. It's not rocket science, but, I feel like, if anything, eating food in space would get kind of old because I feel like astronauts and the type of people in charge of space missions are so anal about that stuff that they really do have a special way to make the taco with the right measurements. Only because everything in space is so precise, it's all down to precision engineering. I'm sure there is a NASA approved way to make a taco so that way enough material is left for the other astronauts. Hey man, on taco night, what you get is what you get. If you're slow and end up not getting any of the food, that's not my problem, dude. It was taco night. You knew things were gonna get out of control quickly. NASA astronaut Megan MacArthur tweeted on Friday about tasting both red and green chili. The peppers turn red when they stay on the plant longer, and shared photos of the taco she made, which she described as my best space taco yet. I feel like everything in space would have to taste a little bit better, not necessarily because space does anything to your taste buds. I don't think the food would taste any different, but how do you not just feel like you're better than everybody when you're on the space station looking down at the entire planet while eating a taco? In my opinion, if I was personally doing that, I would just be looking down on the Earth that's right, I'm better than all of you. Space tacos gotta hit different, dude. From now on, no taco is going to be as good. How do you go from space taco to regular taco? Once something's been to space, everybody knows that, it's officially cooler. Except for billionaires. That's the one rule, dude. Space tacos are cooler than normal tacos, but, space Jeff Bezos is just equally as lame as floor Jeff Bezos. I would also just get really tired of this after a while, man. I know it takes 7 months to grow food. We got to get better at getting some variation up on the space station, though, hey, I appreciate the effort. I appreciate you guys wanting to grow food. Maybe that'll help get us to Mars. But I also don't want to be eating chilies and tacos for 3 years out here. We got to get some variation in this menu. Can we bring a chef on board? If anything, that's the one thing I would want on my space journey, a chef. Because, that's going to come in handy way more often than someone that can grow a green chili. The astronauts mixed in some serious science to go along with the snack. The investigation involved microbial analysis to improve the understanding of plant microbe interactions in space, and the crew's assessment of flavor, texture, and nutrition to the first peppers grown in space. Astronauts have grown lettuce, kale, and Chinese cabbage in orbit, and the space agency described the Chili Fest as one of the most complex plant experience to date on the station because of the long germination and growing times. See, but do I really trust an astronaut for a food review? Here's what I think, NASA. Alright, hear me out here. You guys are starting to grow food in space. You're having astronauts review it. Listen, I'm sure they're very smart, they went to pilot school, okay? They're engineers, they're scientists. They know some stuff, but they don't know how to review food. So you've got to bring Review Bra to space, a Review Bra, and let him taste all of the space food. And then we will know for sure if y'all are growing crap up there. Because you can't have the person that's growing the food also tasting the food and rating it. You know what I mean? Because, if I grew a chili, I'm going to think that chili tastes way better because I grew it with my hands. I'm biased. Obviously, these astronauts, after spending 7 months, with their only objective in space to grow a chili, by the time that chili comes off the plant, dude, that thing's going to taste like the most delectable thing of all time to them. They're going to bite into that thing and instantly be like, wow, I've seen the Earth from space and this is the most beautiful experience of my life. Because that chili's going to be special to them. You got to just have somebody come bite this chili that doesn't care. You need a review from somebody that's so not biased that if it's bad, they'll look at the astronauts and tell them they should be ashamed of themselves. The Plant Habitat 04 study on the ISS is one way NASA is looking ahead at keeping astronaut food interesting, engaging, and nutritious for longer-term missions to the Moon and Mars. The chili experiment is ongoing, and the crew 3 astronauts preparing to launch to the ISS this week will get to do a second harvest later this month. Back on Earth, New Mexicans typically prepare green chili by roasting blah 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 blah. Alright, no one cares about that. Before any New Mexicans get mad out there, my mom is from New Mexico, okay? I've had Hatch green chili, it's good, you just don't need the recipe for this video. It's definitely better than cabbage, though. If my options are kale, cabbage, and chili, I'm gonna pick chili tacos. Out of those 3, this is definitely the best so far, but I also love how they're calling, a chili pepper, engaging food. Wow, man, when I see a cheeseburger, not so engaged. I'm not really interested. When I see a chili pepper, whoo-wee, you got my attention. Now we're talking. This is the most engaging food I've ever seen. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the video. I just felt like updating y'all on science. Eventually, we're gonna be living on the moon eating chili, so just get used to it. It is what it is. Tesla Spacecraft 65. I'll see y'all aboard. If you enjoyed, though, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Turn on notifications. It helps me out quite a bit. If you want to help me out more, you can check out the intro song. Link to it's down below, along with a link to my podcast, The Scuffed Cast. Or you could use code Scrubae at the G Fuel checkout. You get a discount on G Fuel. It helps me out, so everyone is a winner. Last but not least, I did go ahead and put some of my story times on Spotify, so that way you guys could listen to them offline, or, if you just don't want to watch the gameplay, you don't have to. So go check that out. I'll put the link in the top of the description. But, yeah, on that note, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and I'm going to go some chilies now. I'm out. Peace.